Hello guys, we were trying to get Manikandan from Chennai online. He was having some problems getting onto the Insta Live. So we're just trying back whether he is available. So let me again check. Uh, so I'm just trying to see if he's able to join now. Yeah, so let me just go to him directly and just get him on. And we are waiting for Mani to join in. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. So, let the for the audience, so Mani has finally joined us. So we had some
Hi.
small issues getting him online. Mani
Yeah.
is a very well-known, I would say, a fitness practitioner, bodybuilder. Has been Mr. Tamil Nadu, Mr. World. He runs gyms in Chennai and has been a very influential person, I would say, in his field. Mani, have you ever experienced while going onto the ramp and things have gone wrong, like what we had currently in Insta? So,
Yeah.
what do you do in such situations?
Yeah. Like there are many times it happened to me. So I can tell you one incident where it happened. Trust me. The World Championship, the first time which I won,
Okay.
it was in 2017. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So it was in China.
Mm-hmm.
So like when we are getting ready, we used to apply the tan, right?
Right.
We used to apply the tan. There was a
Mm-hmm.
company which was applying tan for me and was about to wear shorts of my favorite color. Like we used
Okay.
to wear shorts and go to the stage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready with my shorts. I
Mm-hmm.
applied the tan. I was searching for my shorts to wear
Uh-huh.
it to the stage.
Uh-huh.
You won't believe me. The shorts
Uh-huh.
got missing.
Okay.
Someone took my shorts. My
Uh-huh.
shorts were missing. I was like, where is my shorts? I have to go to the stage now.
Uh-huh.
Like no other go. I just bought one short and one more short was which I was wearing.
Uh-huh.
Even I can use that. But
Uh-huh.
my favorite was that shorts. So I
Sure.
was searching everywhere. I couldn't find it. You
Uh-huh.
know what I did finally? Finally
Uh-huh.
I put my old shorts, like which was not my
Okay.
favorite and not a good color. It's a black color. Like
Sure.
usually people say you should not wear a black color on the stage.
Uh-huh.
It will not be attractive. I was
Right.
trying to get a fluorescent or orange, which
Mm-hmm.
attracts people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just wore the shorts and I got and I turned it into a reverse way for me. I thought like, okay, if I get depressed for this now, I will not
Mm-hmm.
perform well on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that I was having a wrong shorts on me. So I have
Mm-hmm.
to perform double the time to make
Mm-hmm.
sure people turn their head towards me.
Mm-hmm.
So
So,
that gave me a motive.
so did
Yeah,
that shorts become your superstitious shot for the next? Uh,
exactly. I'm still having it. For the
okay.
past 4 years, I'm still having the shorts. I'll wear it whenever my confidence is little low. I'll wear the shorts. People say it looks old. You don't
Yeah.
wear the shorts, but I'll
Mm-hmm.
be like,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. It's okay. I'll wear it and I'll win it. So that's my
So yeah,
favorite
so
shorts.
so I think that's one of the takeaways from people like you who actually have those small superstitions, but
Exactly.
which are effective, which builds up the confidence of people, right?
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
so, Mani, I mean, you are known to be a workout fanatic. You actually love your gyms. So,
Yes.
what are you doing these days? I mean, how do you manage the lockdown?
So it was hard for me for the first 2 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like I couldn't. Uh, it's not about like it's not like any other sport. Like you play cricket, you play whatever sport, you play basketball, you play volleyball. I
Mm-hmm.
think even I am training a lot of athletes. They
Sure.
train 1 or 2 hours in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
maybe evening 1 hour, and then they go back to their usual work. Like
Okay.
whatever the work is, they will go back. They'll practice their sport for 2 3 hours and they'll go back. But for me,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different story. My
Uh-huh.
whole life was this. From
Uh-huh.
morning 5:30 till night 10 o'clock, I used to be in the gym. I
Uh-huh.
train 2 times a day. I do my cardio. I do my strength training. So it was like I myself got locked on. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, what am I going to do?
Mm-hmm.
There's no work for me, nothing. So, and then I
Mm-hmm.
thought like, let me help out people who are in the stress. Not
Sure.
only me, many got into a mental stress. So I'm trying to help them out. So
Okay.
initially it hit me, and then
Mm-hmm.
later I realized like no other go. I have to do this for my country. I'm
Sure.
staying in home. I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing my diet. I'm balancing with my diet and a little bit of
Sure.
workout. I'm not losing my muscle mass. So
Mhm.
that's what I got used to it, and then now surviving with that.
So let us actually talk about your life, which got you into the competitions, etc. Right? I know that you probably started studying engineering, and you felt that your calling was more into physique and bodybuilding. And so, how was the route to becoming a Mr. Tamil Nadu and Mr. World?
Okay. The route is very it's not common at all for me. People used to get shocked when I say this. I never told this before. Like I was around 120 kg when I was in 10th.
Okay.
I was 120 when I was in 10th. I decided like I should lose weight. I should get fit. I joined a gym like back then, like take 10 years, 12 years before. The gyms were not like how it is now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you won't have a perfect personal trainer. You won't have anyone to guide you that much. Now, like you turn around, you'll be having a personal trainer. You turn around, you'll be having some online trainers.
Sure.
Those days were not like that. So I struggled a lot. I reduced my weight. Seeing myself in the mirror gave me a lot of confidence. Like, okay, thin guy, and then I started taking it more and more seriously. So from then it started, and then like I'm an independent guy. Like I don't depend on my parents from my childhood. I'm working from eighth grade, ninth. I'm working small
Okay.
work. I'll do. I'll pay my fee. So I decided, okay, I'll take care of my own life. I joined a small gymnasium as a trainer. I finished a basic level fitness course back then, like 10 years before, and then I joined a gym as a trainer at the age of 16. You won't believe I was a trainer for the people. So back then it started, and then 11th, 12th, I paid my own fees, continued from there. Engineering, I started competing when I was in 12th standard. I used to have my board exams in 2 months, but still I'll be competing in Mr. Tamil Nadu, Mr. Kanji. A lot of people recognize me through my events. A lot of
Sure.
people. So like I got
So,
a lot
so,
of respect.
so was there a phase where you used to not perform well or lose, and then you won the Mr. Tamil Nadu, or was it
Yeah,
right on
yeah.
first you started winning?
No, since I started early, no,
Mm-hmm.
when I was competing, there was no junior category.
Okay.
Now there is a junior category in bodybuilding and fitness as well, but there was no junior category at that time. I
Mm-hmm.
was 17 years old when I went on to the stage for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
The guy who was next to me was 25, 30, 27, 28, all with 10 years of experience. They looked like a beast next to me.
Sure.
I was just turning my ear and looking at them, and am I a joke? Am I
Mm-hmm.
standing here for time pass?
Mm-hmm.
So I lost my first competition. I didn't even place 10th. And then
Sure.
I took a year gap, 1 year gap I took. I trained myself so hard. I wanted to make sure that I'm standing on the stage to fight with others, not to get scared from others. So
Mm-hmm.
I fought the stage, and you won't believe, at the age of 18, I won my first Mr. Kanjipuram, first district competition, where I
Sure.
defeated a lot of top guys. So that
Mm-hmm.
turned everyone's head. So
Mm-hmm.
people started noticing who's this guy, very young, and how can he win? I started
Mm-hmm.
from there, and then Mr. Tamil Nadu, Mr. South India, it grew up like that.
So tell me something. When a lot of people, okay, for the audience, please do ask questions. We'll be able to give it to Mani, and he might be able to answer the questions. Now, your sport. When you a lot of people across the country are doing this sport, right? Uh, what is the? I mean, is there a professional financial reward coming out of it? I mean, do people who get into the sport, can they look into a career based on that?
You can't depend on the rewards because rewards are very less.
Okay.
The more the amount we spend for the sport is huge,
Mm-hmm.
and the reward is like 1/10 of it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So they can't base on their career. They can't build their career using rewards, but they can
Mm-hmm.
build their career if
Mm-hmm.
they compete in IBBF. They can get placings in railways, in
Sure.
army. Like they can
Mm-hmm.
get government jobs. They
Mm-hmm.
can surely build a career from this. But I didn't take a government job because
Yeah, understood.
I'm having my own business, so I didn't want to offer that. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of youngsters who's coming, if they participate in IBBF competitions, whichever is happening, because
Mm-hmm.
it is the only authorization, like organization recognized by the government of India.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ministry of Youth and Sports Welfare. So
Okay.
they will get you a job if you surely place in Mr. India or Mr. World. They'll get you a job in any quota you want. So
Mm-hmm.
they can surely build a career from this.
Great. I think I did. I mean, I at least I didn't know that it was a sport where people can actually, get a job in railways or police or whatever,
That is a
which is a valid
problem
thing.
because many are not aware of it. Many are not aware of it. But
Sure,
even I
sure.
was offered a job, but I didn't take it because I don't want to go for a job and work because my
Yeah,
passion
yeah,
is
agreed,
gym. All my
agreed.
people, all my colleagues, all my team members,
Mm-hmm.
like nearly 10 people are placed in ICF, Southern Railways, Eastern
Mm-hmm.
Railways, Western
Mm-hmm.
Railways, Police,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Army,
Mm-hmm.
Post Office. Everywhere people have been placed across India, all over.
Okay. The next question, what I wanted to ask you, Mani, is you are from Chennai, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, there are so many other regions in the country where also there is a lot of people doing bodybuilding, physique, and competitions like that.
Yeah.
So, what is your thought about Chennai? Chennai as a place, is it a great place to be a bodybuilder, or do you get sometimes see people from Mumbai or North who might be having a different style of showing things, I mean, working out, etc. So how
Yeah.
was your feeling?
I had this feeling, so I'm not hyping things up. So I'll tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Chennai, basically Tamil Nadu and Chennai, has the most genetically gifted bodybuilders across India.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not just saying this because I'm from Chennai.
Okay.
All the top level bodybuilders who's competing in IBBF, all the Mr. Worlds, the best physics is
Mm-hmm.
from Chennai. And I
Mm-hmm.
had a live with Harry Sando. I hope you know. He's a trainer.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a trainer.
Sure.
I
Sure.
had him live day before yesterday. I was in live with him. I asked
Mm-hmm.
him the same question
Mm-hmm.
because he's seen athletes from North India as well as South India. I
Correct.
asked him which state you think you have the best bodybuilders. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't even have a second thought. He said Tamil Nadu. He
Mm-hmm.
said Chennai
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, by God's grace, we all have the best genetics ever. So
Mm-hmm.
Chennai is the best place compared to Mumbai and Delhi, whatever you take, Punjab, Pune, whatever you take. But one thing I'll tell you,
Mm-hmm.
we are genetically gifted. We are very good athletes here. But the only thing is the way we market ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
the way we show ourselves to the world is only 10% compared to what people in North are doing.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to market themselves, how to sell
Mm-hmm.
themselves. They
Mm-hmm.
know how to show how to show the sportsmanship outside, how
Mm-hmm.
to be flashy, like you call, like
Mm-hmm.
people should get attracted towards you, right?
Sure. Sure.
You
Sure.
have to be active in social media platforms, which is not
Mm-hmm.
happening in Chennai.
Sure.
There
Sure.
is a
Sure.
small drawback. That's it.
Yeah, so I think you guys need to take a leaf out of Chennai Super Kings and make sure it is known across the country, across the world.
We will do it. I'm doing it. I'm taking it across India because I
Okay,
was the first guy to be in live with Harry Sandhu,
okay,
uh, and I'm live with you now.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
pushing my best. I hope I'll take it across India. I'll make it
no,
very
no,
famous.
perfect, perfect. So the next question that I mean, a lot of people wonder is bodybuilding or having those six pack, eight pack, whatever body that one has, is that a route to acting with in the movies, for example? Uh,
Not at all.
so is there a pathway for people? Do they aspire to be people there in the movies as a big man who are there?
Maybe 2 to 3%. That's it.
Okay.
Nobody who comes to the sport and takes a six pack, it's only for themselves. They need to look good. But the
Okay.
movies, yeah, people go to movies, but I don't know, maybe the percentage. I know all the bodybuilders from Chennai, Tamil Nadu,
Sure.
mostly across India.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guess how many people have made in the movies? Not even like 2 to 3%. That's it. You
Mm-hmm.
take all top level bodybuilders, like only
Mm-hmm.
one guy has come in a movie, that is Sangram Chowle. That's it.
Okay.
He has
Okay.
come as a cop in one small movie. That's it. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
else. Whoever
Mm-hmm.
wants to build their body, whoever wants to get the best physique, they will
Mm-hmm.
not go to the movie, sir. Maybe the actors want to
Mm-hmm.
have a physique like us. They will come to
Ah.
us and they'll say, okay, we need to have a best physique, brother. But even
Mm-hmm.
then, they can't maintain the same physique all throughout the year.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
People think the Greek god Heritic and every person will have the same physique throughout. No, it's not
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
When the
Mm-hmm.
movie needs them, when the scene needs to be shown, your body needs to be shown, they will prepare themselves for 2-3 months.
So
But
they
they
can
will
ramp
not be
up.
the same. Exactly. But they will not be the same physique all throughout the year. So,
Mm-hmm.
the movie celebrities wants to have this physique once in a lifetime or once for the movie. But the people who are the athletes doesn't want to become a movie celebrity.
Right. Nicely put. The other question I wanted to ask you was the mindset. I mean, a lot of people who are hearing this, and also people otherwise, feel or think that nutrition, diet is a very integral part of the whole training process.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? I mean, you eat a lot, or you eat very specific things? How do you build your body for a competition?
See, I don't. It's not about me eating a lot or eating less. It depends upon the current form I am in and
Okay.
the calories. I always tend to calculate my calories.
Mm-hmm.
So I take my calories in three forms: protein, carbs, and fats, and fiber.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
I separate my calories across the day so that I take that calories.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly it'll be protein high and carb less
Mm-hmm.
and fiber medium. So it's like that. So
Mm-hmm.
we eat a lot, but we have to eat only few things. Like we can't go outside the box and think so much and make it creative and also we can't do that. We
Okay.
just have to stick to the basics. Like always
Mm-hmm.
sticking to the basics will work. Like
Mm-hmm.
people, like I can say, a lot of bodybuilders across, many
Mm-hmm.
people tend to lose their focus in diet because they think, okay, the same protein this also has. Why can't I try this? But it's not the same. It's not the
Mm-hmm.
same.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe egg or chicken or something like that. They can say, okay, I'll take beef. It also has the same protein. No, it's not like that. See the
Mm-hmm.
fat content it has. No, it is not like that. So we need to stick on to the same routine and we need to
Mm-hmm.
follow the calorie base. Like if you wanna bulk up your body, you wanna go calorie surplus. If you wanna
Mm-hmm.
strip it down, you wanna come to the calorie deficit, or if you wanna maintain, you wanna go to the calorie maintenance level.
So,
Surplus
so
deficit.
let us take an example. So you have a competition, for example, 3 months down the line. Okay. So what is your normal daily diet going to be? I mean, you get up in the
Uh,
morning. I mean, maybe in a couple of minutes, if you can explain what is your normal diet through the day going to be. I mean, without
okay,
revealing too much of secrets.
having my competition in 2-3 months, right?
Yeah, around 2 or 3 months away. And what is your
See,
normal diet going to be?
okay. If it is like 2 or 3 months means I will be on a fairly less carbohydrate. So
Mm-hmm.
what I will tell you is if my body weight is like I don't know what my body weight is going to be that time. So
Mm-hmm.
if my body weight is 80,
Mm-hmm.
that time I'm going to take 2 times of the protein. So
Okay.
80 into 2, 160 grams of protein I take.
So do you take it right from the time you start? You wake up from the bed, right?
Yes, yes.
Do
So
you have your? Uh,
what I will tell you, what I will do is, as soon as I get up, I do my fasted cardio always. I do my empty
okay.
stomach cardio
Okay.
because it burns a lot of glycogen. We already have a glycogen inside our body. Last
Mm-hmm.
night carbohydrates will be saved as a glycogen,
Right.
so that glycogen will be burning. So all the
Mm-hmm.
fat muscle zones will be forming when I
Mm-hmm.
do my fasted cardio.
Okay.
Glycogen, it won't go from the muscle. So I'll finish my fasted cardio. I'll go for my
Mm-hmm.
meal one. After
Mm-hmm.
having my meal one, I'll go for my workout. After my workout, I'll have my post workout meal. That is meal two. After 3 hours, I'll
So
have my
so
meal
so
three.
so 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 meal one is what?
Okay, meal one I used to have. See, that is before training. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
if you're training, if it is a meal one and next thing you're gonna do is a training, you
Mm-hmm.
can't load too much of food. You
Okay.
won't have the digestion so that you can't train. So
Mm-hmm.
I will have a simple carbohydrates like oats, maybe like 50 to 100 grams of oats
Okay.
with egg whites. I won't have
Mm-hmm.
much of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 to 8 egg whites with
Mm-hmm.
50 to 100 grams of oats
Okay.
because it can easily digest.
Mm-hmm. And then you do
So
your workout.
after the workout, I will have a solid meal. It is called
Okay.
post-workout meal. I
Mm-hmm.
need to refeed my muscles. So I'll go for
Mm-hmm.
chicken, maybe 200 grams,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll take a complex carbohydrate like rice. Like
Mm.
rice, maybe 200 grams to 300 grams.
Okay. And then you
Yeah.
go on to the lunch and
No, yeah, it's not the lunch, and then I'll go on to my meal three. I'll used to
meal
have
three.
5 meals a day. Yeah, I used
Okay.
to have five
Okay.
meals a day. My
Okay.
meal three will be fish,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 100 to 200 grams of fish,
Mm-hmm.
and a different carbohydrates. Like take
Sure.
100 grams of sweet potato.
Okay. Got
Meal
it.
four again I'll go back to my chicken and rice. Same,
Mm-hmm.
200
Mm-hmm.
grams of chicken and 200 grams of rice. And
Mm-hmm.
meal five again I'll go back to fish.
Mm-hmm.
200 grams of fish and maybe sweet potato or something like that. So either
Uh-huh.
protein carbs, protein carbs, protein carbs. With the rice, I will add vegetables because greens
Okay.
are very important. That's your fiber content. I will never miss my fiber. Vegetables I won't measure. I'll take how much ever vegetables I want. So
Got it.
that's how it is.
That's fantastic to hear. Seems like a very structured plan. So where does a supplementation come into the picture?
Okay. So I will not use a fat burner. I'll tell you, I will never use a fat burner. So
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest all my clients not to use a fat burner. It's not at all needed.
Okay.
L-arginine is more than enough.
Okay.
L-citrulline
Mm-hmm.
is more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
So that is itself as a fat burner. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will not take a fat burner. I will take an intra workout.
Okay.
The most essentials in my training will be an intra workout.
Sure.
BCAA will be there,
Mm-hmm.
and before workout I will have a glutamine.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Every day I used to have 5 grams of glutamine. So before workout it will be glutamine.
Mm-hmm.
During the workout it will be BCAA,
Mm-hmm.
and after the workout it will be like post workout shakes. And between the workout, sometimes I'll take a glutamine. Sorry, sometimes I'll take BCAA as well as multivitamins, because
Sure.
trust me, fasten up multivitamins taste like so good. So I love taking them during the workouts also. And during my breakfast I'll take fish oil.
Okay.
So
Sure.
that's how it goes. And after the
That's
workout I'll
the
take some protein shake.
So one question that will be interesting is you talked about proteins being double your weight, the 80 into 2,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it's around 160 grams of
Yeah.
protein
Yeah.
that you will take. What part of that protein is going to be from supplements like a whey protein or whatever, and what part is
Every,
to be from real food, like chicken
yeah.
you eat or the eggs that you
Yeah.
eat or what?
Everything I calculate all together.
So what is the
Sometimes
ratio, right?
ratio means like I'll just take 2 scoops of whey protein one day.
Okay.
So per scoop contains around 22 grams of whey protein.
Mm-hmm.
So two
So
scoops
around
means 44.
40 to 50 grams you will get it from whey protein,
Exactly.
the
The
rest from
remaining
the
110 from the food.
real food. So
Exactly.
fantastic. So thanks. Great insights. But one question that I think we have Karthik who is asking us is every day you do the same uh, regime, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
eat rice, you eat chicken, you eat egg whites. Doesn't it get boring for you?
That's a lifestyle. I can't help. That's a lifestyle. It will be boring. I got to do what I
Okay.
got. It's a mindset, brother. It's a mindset. It's a lifestyle. I'll tell you, this is. I'm not saying this because I'm a bodybuilder or a physics sport. This sport is one of the toughest in the world.
Okay. So, uh, I mean, valid point. So, I think this is something that I've asked other people also.
Okay.
You do all it takes to get onto the stage, but there is also this thing called mental makeup, right? You have competed in China, for example. You are amongst a lot of international athletes.
Yeah.
How do you make sure you are mentally up there, and is that an important part of the competition, which others also should train themselves with?
I will say it covers around 60% of the competition.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I would seriously say I will not say 50-50. If
Okay.
you if you do have a mental stress, you will not
Mm-hmm.
have a fat loss.
Okay.
The hormones will not help you to do your fat loss. If your stress hormones are high, you will not get a
Mm-hmm.
better result. If your sleep is not good, you will not get a better result.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'll say is, during the competition prep, 1 month or 2 months or 3 months before, you need to have social distancing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For athletes like us,
Okay.
like me or any sport you take, you need to have a social distancing where you gel along only with your family and friends, and
Mm-hmm.
try to not mingle in any other things. Like, you have to be consistently on your goal. Like, you have to keep thinking about only your goal. If you
Mm-hmm.
think about my friend is going to a movie, I have to join him. If you think of going to a party, if you think of meeting your girlfriend or someone going outside, no distractions, completely no. You have to be in your zone. That zone will help you grow much, much, much more stronger.
Mm-hmm.
And people who get stressed, people who are not in the zone,
Mm-hmm.
people who are in the zone and who are dedicated will never have any mental stress, I will say.
Okay, fair enough. The other question that a lot of people have is when seeing people like you, athletes who are really working out so hard, eating those proteins, etc., is that do you guys have any side effects when you are having so much of a controlled diet, right? Every
Okay.
day, do you guys have any kind of danger to your body? I mean, it's a very layman question, but please go ahead and answer it.
I wanted to answer. Thank you so much for asking this question. People do ask me this. I
Mm-hmm,
would say we are the most healthiest people. Like, we are, like you,
mm-hmm,
me,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
athletes. We follow a strict diet regime.
mm-hmm,
And people who don't do this, no, they will say you are unhealthy, you are unhappy. You,
mm-hmm,
why can't you enjoy your food? Why can't you
mm-hmm.
eat this? Why can't you eat that? I would
Okay.
say, I better off not eat that and live for 30 years more than you.
Mm-hmm,
Like,
mm-hmm,
I'll better off live healthy than being wealthy and then being happy. I want to
Sure.
become a healthy person. I don't want to become a wealthy person. And people who are enjoying their chat items now, and people who are enjoying their carbonated drinks now, people who are enjoying the refined sugars now, they will later recall and think, okay, I should have been in my healthiest form as possible.
Right.
Like, you know, right? I don't want to tell you. You might be knowing, refined sugar things are one of the dangerous to the body,
Sure.
the most dangerous than virus. People don't see the nutrition value. Like, they don't turn a they don't turn a cool drink and see how much sugar
How
it
much
has,
it
how much
contains.
added
Yeah.
sugar it has, how much carbohydrates it has. They will never see. They will think, okay, it is tasty. They are selling it. Some celebrities coming and saying this is good. Take it and drink. They are drinking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Fair enough.
I'll say we are not having any side effects. We are the most healthiest person.
Fair enough. I think good insights there. So let me also now take you to the other part of your life, which is
Okay.
also, I think you also run a couple of gyms in
Yeah.
Chennai. With this lockdown and the way it seems, at least for the next few months, etc., uh, things have changed, right? I mean, most of the gyms are shut in India. So how do you see the next few months rolling out, and is online going to be a preferred way of training, coaching people?
Okay. So there are two ways to answer this. First, I'll answer about the online thing. Online will not be the new way of training people. I will tell you why. It can be helpful. I would say it can be helpful, but it will not be the only way of training people. Like, it can be the replacement of training people at the gym.
Sure.
You think of you think yourself like you're going to a gym. You're training by you're getting trained from a person trainer. You're enjoying the vibe from the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It will not even be 20% compared to what you're doing online. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
can't see a person, you can train them. Like, if there is no other option,
Right.
online we can help them, but online will not be the only solution, because I got to check his form. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling you to do a deadlift, I'm telling you to do a
Right.
barbell squat. I
Mm-hmm.
need to stand right next to you, I need to
Mm-hmm.
stand behind you, I need to
Mm-hmm.
see your posture, I need to see your form, I need to see how you're taking your breath in and breathe out. I need to see whether you're locking your knees. I need to see
Mm-hmm.
if your posture is right. I need to see if you're loading the right weight.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do those by sitting here and telling them, like, come on, change this push and change that push.
Yeah, got it.
I'm not saying online is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Online is good for people who are intermediates, maybe, like, who
Mm-hmm.
know things to do.
So, and
I
then,
can just sit from here and I can tell them, like, okay, do 10 squats, do 10 deadlift, do 10 burpees, do high knee jogs, do butt kicks. I can guide them from here, but not a beginner.
so as a way of guidance, it is okay, but you cannot really intensely train people with that.
Not at all. Not at all. I never agree with that. And the second thing about the gyms being shut down, yes, it is all across India. It has been shut down, and my main business is that my gym is one of the biggest, and it has a lot of crowd. It is Tonus
Sure.
Fitness Center in Katapakam, and it has been named as top 10 gyms in Chennai.
Oh,
So I have a
fantastic.
lot of doctors, lot of athletes. I have
Mm-hmm.
CSS sports people coming there.
Mm-hmm.
So now the situation is tough, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm a guy who doesn't give up on a tough situation. I want to come back. We
Mm-hmm.
will come back. Come back, in sense I have few plans to do it. First
Sure.
thing is to ensure the safety of my people who was going to come in, who's going to come
Mm-hmm.
after this lockdown.
Sure.
Like, making sure the equipments are fully sanitized before they reach in,
Right.
and keeping a sanitizer before the entry and after the exit. Also, they have to use a sanitizer, and instruct all my trainers that if any one person shows a symptom of cold or fever or something,
Mm-hmm.
don't let them walk out. Let them go home, take rest, take some medical help. I'm gonna come back. So if I ensure all these three things are fine, people will enjoy the workouts.
Great. So let us go on to the last section of our interaction, which is a small rapid fire where I'm going to just ask you five
Okay.
questions. So maybe feel
Okay.
free to give a quick, concise, crisp
I
reply.
will. I
Yeah.
will, bro.
BCAA or regular water?
BCAA.
Bollywood or Tollywood?
Bollywood.
Any reasons for that?
Tollywood, you asked, right?
Yeah.
No, I prefer Bollywood. I
Okay.
don't know. No, it's too much masala in Tollywood, too much color in Tollywood. So I don't know.
Okay.
They're not like good movies, but I prefer Bollywood.
Yeah. Squats or bench press?
Squats.
Any specific reason why squats are better?
The adrenaline rush. It's the best workout in the world. It's the only best workout. Like squats and deadlift and bench press, I can name them in three orders. Number one is
Mhm.
squats. Number two is deadlift. Number three is bench press. Always squats.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Favorite athlete?
Favorite athlete
Yeah.
in any sport?
Any sport, anybody who you look at and idolize.
Roger Federer.
Roger Federer.
Yeah.
A favorite gym supplement?
Favorite gym supplement?
Yeah.
See, I'm not saying just because I'm a fast enough athlete. I love fast enough multivitamins. I love fast enough BCAAs. Everything as of now, I'm using fast enough now. And with whey protein, you won't believe if I say like I'm taking the same whey protein for a long time, which is Synthasix BSN.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that one.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
who is your favorite actor in Kollywood in the Chennai
In
film
Kollywood.
industry? Yeah, in the Chennai film
Okay.
industry.
Okay. I like a lot of people, but I like Vijay the most. Do you know Vijay?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I know
Great.
him also. Like I've
Okay.
talked to him a couple of times. Such an
Uh-huh.
humble person, such an humble human being. So I like him
Sure.
a lot.
Okay, that's fantastic. Uh, 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 let me ask you one more last question.
Yeah.
Amongst all the things that you do,
Okay.
I mean, people all talk about repetitions. If you have a number of repeats and number of the amount of weight that you lift, etc. Right? So, is there any repeat or any weight that you do, which people will look at it and say, awesome? I mean, this is too much. Is there any figure that you would anything that you want to point out?
No, no, I'm not a big fan of lifting heavy weight.
Okay.
The thing is, like, I want to feel my muscle. Like, I
Okay.
love to feel the muscle tension working. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of going heavy and pushing through the secondary muscle. Like, if
Sure.
I'm working on my chest, I'll make sure I'm pressing perfectly so that I can feel the muscles working.
Sure. Sure.
I can even press 45 kgs or 50 kgs. I can press it, but I will
Mm.
not have the feel of it. I need
Got
to
it.
feel the muscle squeeze and release. Flexion, extension are the two major parts of the working the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Flexing and extensing. So I
Sure.
need to feel the both. So I'm not a very big fan. You won't believe even an intermediate might do heavy weight than me. But they'll
Okay.
come and ask me. I'll tell you the reverse way. The reverse way they'll come and ask me. They'll say,
Uh-huh.
"Bro, I'm doing 30 kg. Why are you sticking to 25?" I would say,
Uh,
"I'll better off doing this. I'll make sure I do this." So it's a reverse way. People come and ask
makes
me, "Why are you doing less?"
makes a lot of sense. So thank you,
Yeah.
Mani, for this interesting time. I mean, I enjoyed talking to you. It was
I enjoyed
fantastic
too.
getting insights from you. One last message to all the people who are listening to you. அது வந்து தமிழ்ல கூட இருக்கலாம். நீங்க தமிழ்ல கூட பேசலாம் அது. You
உங்களுக்கு
can you can
தமிழ் தெரியுமா?
so you can probably talk in Tamil also and give them
No,
the
I'm
give
so
them the message.
happy. No. First of all, I'm so happy you spoke in Tamil. Okay. நான் இது பார்க்குறவங்களுக்கு என்னோட தமிழ்ல ஒரு மெசேஜ் தானே?
சொல்லுங்க.
Okay, so it's very good. Okay. First I'll say in English and then I'll say in
Sure.
Tamil.
Sure.
So what I want to say for the entire people who have seen this live and first of all I want to say thank you for bringing me on this live
Mm-hmm.
and thank you for putting South India through the national platform.
Sure.
I hope your team has your team has athletes all over India, like north, south, everywhere. Any
Mm-hmm.
part of India you take, you have athletes,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so happy how you are promoting your athletes, how
Mm-hmm.
you are giving insights. Like I'm following almost all brands in India.
Sure.
Nobody gives insights like you people. Nobody motivates like you people. And
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much to you. And I see your wife's workout also.
Sure.
So
Sure.
I'm getting inspired by you people. So
Sure.
this is how a leader should be. I've
Sure.
always believed in that a leader should take the team with them.
Sure.
They should lead the team. So you people are leading your team. I'm
Yeah.
so happy for that and
Thank
keep
you so much.
motivating us.
Yeah.
Keep motivating us. Keep inspiring us.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, you, your daughter, I'm see
Sure.
everyone's post like how you people are working out. That's how. That is a team I wish to be a part of.
No, thank you so much.
So first of all, I want to say thank you for bringing me up in this live.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
second thing, thank you to all the people who are watching this and they have asked many questions. And thank you so much, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And the third thing is, I would love to say this in Tamil, but before that, this phase is very very tough.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Don't take it as a stress. Take it
Mm-hmm.
as a time, a blessing time that you have got to spend with your family,
Mm-hmm.
your friends, at your own self. Like you can build character during this quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
You can build you can build your strongest character because you are stuck in the same place. You're doing the same routine again and again. You can
Mm-hmm.
do whatever you want. So be strong, be
Sure.
safe, stay home, stay safe, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And தமிழ்ல சொல்லணும்னா இதுவும் கடந்து போகும்.
This also will
This too,
pass.
this also will pass, and we are gonna rock again. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So stay safe, everyone.
Thank you so much, Mani, and I appreciate all the viewers who have been glued on to this. Fantastic insights, Mani. I think we have the first time I have actually interacted with a person who has been into bodybuilding. So great insights, especially on the diet, the way you think about weights.
Yeah.
That's all amazing insights. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much.
And
Thanks so
we'll be back on Wednesday with another guest. So, Mani, please do stay safe and
Sure.
bye bye.
Bye bye. See
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Thanks.